Have you ever felt that life's just a battle, constantly balancing home and work? What I mean by that is when you're at work, you feel guilty because you're not at home. And when you're at home and have some time off, you feel guilty because you're not at work. My name's Stephen Bones, by the way. And I felt all those feelings when I was trading my time for money. And that's just about what all of us do, because we're pushed into this system that's been created for us, which is get educated, then start a career, and then start scaling. But what happens is you then get trapped into a life that's quite boring and repetitive. And we don't actually realise there's lots of other ways to lead a better life, but we don't look because we're into this routine. You see, it wasn't until I ended up losing my income, my job, my business actually, that I came to the realisation that my life was just a habit. It was something I've been doing for the last 15 years, and I just kept doing it because I had a mortgage and a daughter in uni and 2 more mouths to feed. And it became the same routine, getting up early every day at the same time, travelling the same journey to work, fighting the same traffic to get there, coming home and feeling absolutely tired out. But you see, I understand now that that was because I wasn't happy and I wasn't fulfilled, and somewhere along the line I'd lost my passion. But I didn't get all that until January 2018, when I actually lost my business, when I had to put it into bankruptcy. Because if you've ever lost your job, your income or career, you'll really know how I felt. And if you've never actually been in this position before and think it can't happen to you, well, I never thought it would happen to me either. But I can assure you it is the worst time of your life. But it was the best time for me as well, because it actually forced me to look at all that, what we've just discussed, and I began looking for something new. And I don't know why, but I ended up on the internet and I began listening to the likes of Jim Rohn and Tony Robbins. And I think I was just looking for inspiration and just some motivation to know that there was a way out for me. Then all of a sudden this video popped up from a lady, and she was explaining how I could build a business from home, many different businesses, and create income via the internet. And I must say that I wasn't sure if I believed her, and I was a bit skeptical about what I was hearing. And then I started throwing in things like, I'm not going to have time to do this, and my computer skills were useless anyway. So this was all fear, you see, and it was stopping me from taking action. And I don't know why, because all I had to do was just enter my details and she was going to send me some free information. But I'm really glad she did. I requested that information, and it took me from the worst time of my life to a new journey. You see, I'm like happy now, and I am fulfilled, and I get up in the morning with a purpose, and I'm passionate about what I do because I actually choose to work on my own terms. So I did overcome those fears, and it's not easy, but I just gritted my teeth and I got on with it. And I've learned so many different ways of doing business. You see, this information I received was from a couple of guys called Stuart and Jay, and it was in the form of videos. And they were talking about how anyone can learn to build businesses and create multiple income streams. And even if you don't have computer skills, business or sales skills, you can still build the foundations and start creating more. And they started talking about passive incomes, freedom and a lifestyle. So imagine how this would change your life, working when you want to, travelling anywhere in the world when you want to, and your business still grows, and you've got no stress, and there's no routine, and there's no commuting. Or it could be you're just a bit simple like me and want to spend more time with your wife and family. Well, they will tell you, and it's possible, how you can achieve all this just by investing a few hours in the evening. Well, for me, that was back in April 2018, and that was when I started to learn these new skills. And if you're prepared to take a step towards controlling your life, making sure that you and your family never get into a position like we did, actually being forced to take action. So if you want security, freedom, and an incredible new lifestyle that you actually control, or just spend time with your family, then enter your details and discover how you can change your life, how you can be happy and fulfilled. You see, I'm just enjoying that time with my wife and children without feeling guilty anymore. And just one simple little thing that I get a massive amount from is being able to take my daughter to school, because I've never been able to do that before. So this information I'm going to send you is in the form of video, and it is 5 to 10 minute workshops over the next 7 days, and they are completely free of charge. Just check them out, and if they're not for you, then there's no harm done. But all I can say to you is it's really worth listening to Stuart, because he will explain in far greater detail than I can how all this is possible, how you can learn the foundations to be able to create more income and businesses online, because there's so many different ways and opportunities of being able to do so. So I really want to thank you for listening to me. We will speak soon, and bye for now.